Plant once, harvest for years. 30 perennial crops. Every garden needs. Most people are planting the wrong crops. Every single year, buying seeds, replanting, spending money, wasting time, and getting the same results. But what if I told you there's a completely different way to garden? Plant something once, and it feeds you for 5, 10, even 30 years. No replanting, no repurchasing, just harvest. That's not a promise. That's the science of perennial gardening. Today I'm giving you 30 crops that do exactly that. And number 17, it shocked even me. Stick around. Hello and welcome back, friends. If you're new here, this is your gardening home. We don't do complicated. We don't do expensive. We do smart gardening, simple, affordable, and built to last. I'm a container and terrace gardener. No big yard, no farm, just pots, raised beds, and a small terrace. And yet my garden has been producing fruits, vegetables, and herbs for years with minimal effort. Today, plant once, harvest for years, 30 perennial crops every garden needs. 5 categories: herbs, vegetables, berries, fruits, and nut trees. Let's go. Part 1. Perennial herbs. Starting with herbs, the absolute backbone of any low-maintenance garden. Fast-growing, beautifully fragrant, and honestly, seeing them every morning makes you feel like you've completely figured out life. Number 1. Chives, the quiet overachiever. Plant once, they come back every single spring like clockwork. Mild onion flavor in eggs, soups, salads. The purple flowers, also edible, also gorgeous. Perfect in any container. Number 2. Mint. Here's a question. Have you ever grown mint before? Pause. Then you already know what I'm about to say. This plant will take over your entire garden if you let it. My strong advice: always grow mint in a container. A 5-gallon fabric pot is perfect. Spearmint, peppermint, both come back year after year. Zero effort. Number 3. Oregano. Would you believe this plant survives snow, frost, and drought and just keeps growing? Mediterranean native. The older the plant, the deeper the flavor. Plant it once, pizza, pasta, soups, all homegrown, all the time. Number 4. Lemon balm. My personal favorite. Walk past this plant and you get an immediate wave of light. Lemon scent. Instant mood lift. Bees absolutely love it. Keep it contained like mint, or it spreads. Makes extraordinary tea. Number 5. Rosemary. Thrives beautifully in containers. Rosemary potatoes, rosemary chicken, plant it once, and you have years of incredible aroma and flavor. Zero drama plant. Number 6. Thyme. Use it as a ground cover or in a pot. Simple, reliable, and always delivers in the kitchen. A true workhorse herb. Number 7. Lavender. Legendary fragrance. Also wonderful in chicken dishes. Stunningly, that was just the herbs. Wait till you see what these vegetables can do. Part 2. Power vegetables. Now we're getting into the vegetables that genuinely excite me because these aren't just food, they are long-term investments. Number 8. Asparagus. Let me be completely honest with you. This one requires patience. You wait 2-3 years for your first real harvest. But according to the University of Georgia Extension, a bed of asparagus established correctly can last for 30 years. Ooga. 30 years of harvests from one planting. And in the peak of asparagus season, spears can grow up to 2 inches per day. University of Minnesota, Extension homegrown asparagus versus store-bought. There is absolutely no comparison. Number 9. Rhubarb. The pie plant. Beautiful red stalks and spring strawberry rhubarb pie made from your own garden. Completely divine. A healthy, well-tended plant produces reliably for close to a decade. Number 10. Globe artichoke. Dramatic. Architectural. Put this on your terrace and people will stop and ask what it is. Edible flower heads, attracts pollinators, and you can get 2 harvests per season. Edible and a showpiece. Number 11. Jerusalem artichoke, sunchoke, a sunflower relative. Edible tubers form underground. Slice them thin, fry them like chips, genuinely amazing. Grow this in a container, or it will colonize your entire garden. You have been warned.
Number 12. Walking onions. My favorite fun plant on this entire list. This plant literally drops its own bulblets onto the ground and grows a new plant from them, meaning it actually walks around your garden by itself. Use the stems like spring onions, or use the bulbs like regular onions. It's basically a self-farming plant. Number 13. Perennial bunching onions. Propagate by division. Start with one bulb, you'll have full clumps growing before you know it. Wide, shallow pot works perfectly. Number 14. Dalbanton's kale. Compact, mound-shaped, easy from cuttings. Stays green through winter. A genuinely perfect terrace plant. Plant. Number 15 Tree Kale, tree collard. One plant 20 plus. Harvestable side shoots, all kale. Propagate from cuttings. Once it's settled in, it's completely hands-off. Number 16 Horseradish. Here's the thing about horseradish, it's practically immortal. Once it's in the ground, it simply doesn't leave. Grow it in a container to keep it contained. Fresh homegrown horseradish versus the bottled stuff is a completely different experience. Bold, fiery, and alive. Number 17 Sorrel. Here's the surprise I promised you. Sorrel is a perennial green with a tart and lemony flavor, a great addition to salads and sandwiches. It's a delicacy that is hard to find in markets because it wilts quickly after harvest. Small footprint family, and it's one of the very first plants to show up every spring, growing strong while everything else is still dormant. I genuinely did not expect how easy this one is. Number 18 Strawberry Spinach. Eat the leaves like spinach. Eat the berries like strawberries. One single compact plant gives you both a vegetable and a fruit. Made for containers. Coming up, berries that can outlive your car, your mortgage, and honestly, maybe you. Part 3 Berries and Brambles. Into berries now, easy, delicious, and insanely rewarding. Number 19 Strawberries. The classic. Plant a few runners, fill your entire bed. I started with 8 plants and within 3 years my whole raised bed was packed. Store-bought strawberries and homegrown strawberries are not even the same fruit. No comparison. Number 20 Blueberries. Would you believe a single blueberry bush can live and produce fruit for over 50 years? That's not an exaggeration. Well-maintained blueberry plants can live for over 50 years. University of Maryland Extension. Growing in a pot makes pH control easy. Get the soil acidic. Give them full sun, and they produce for decades. In autumn the leaves turn deep red, ornamental and edible. Number 21 Goji Berries. Drought hardy. Tolerates poor soil. Handles both extreme heat and frost. Would you believe this one? Plant survives conditions that kill most garden plants. Bright orange-red berries packed with antioxidants. The more you harvest, the more it produces. Number 22 Scarlet Runner Beans. A surprising one. Technically perennial, they have an underground tuber that returns every single year. Gorgeous red flowers on your trellis. And you get the beans too. Now we're entering serious territory, fruit trees. And one of these produces more fruit in a pot than in the ground. Stick with me. Part 4 Fruit Trees for Containers. Show your fruit tree pots on the terrace. This is where the real long-term investment begins. One-time cost. Decades of return. Number 23 Fig Tree. The absolute best fruit tree for container gardeners, and here's why that surprises people. Figs naturally adapt to pots, and many growers report that a fig tree in pots often produces more figs because its roots stay compact and better focused on fruit rather than excess foliage. Grow organic in open ground? It can take 8-10 years to fruit. In a container, a well-maintained fig tree, in a 3-5 gallon container, can produce between 50-75 figs by its second or third year. Online fig trees, that's remarkable. Number 24 Dwarf, columnar apple trees. Columnar varieties were practically designed for terraces, narrow, tall, almost no space needed. You need 2 varieties for cross-pollination, often sold together as a kit. Be patient. Years of homegrown apples will follow. Number 25 Miniature Peach Tree. Does beautifully in pots. Needs full sun. Your terrace is the perfect location. A soft, juicy, homegrown peach is genuinely something you need to experience at least once in your life. Number 26 Plum Tree. Semi-dwarf varieties fit comfortably in large containers. Prune well to keep the center open for airflow, and it will stay loaded with fruit season after season. Number 27 Pear Tree. Dwarf variety. Full sun. And this tree will give you gorgeous pears year after year without much fuss at all. Number 28 Cherry Tree. Fair warning, you will share with the birds. They love cherries, but the harvests are so abundant there's genuinely enough for everyone. Dwarf varieties work well in containers. Number 29 Kiwi Vine. Here's a wild one. The right climate means you could end up with thousands of kiwis in a single season.
Train it up a terrace, archway, or trellis when the flowers arrive. It looks absolutely breathtaking. Choose a self-fertile variety, and you need only one plant. And for number 30, I saved the most extraordinary one for last. This is a plant you grow for your lifetime. Part 5. Legacy Nut Trees. Number 30. Hazelnut Bush. I call these legacy plants. Plants you put in for yourself, but they'll still be producing long after you. Hazelnuts start bearing after just 3-5 years, which is much sooner than other nut trees. Walnuts take 7-10 years to begin to be productive, and pecans take 10 or more years. Morning chores. And hazelnut plants can grow for as long as 40 years. during which they produce nuts throughout. Redemption. Permaculture. Compact. Beautiful catkins in spring, buttery hazelnuts in fall. Attracts pollinators. Low maintenance once established. This is quite possibly the single smartest long-term investment you can make in your garden. Money-saving segment. Grocery receipt or supermarket produce section. Let me give you some real numbers because this is the part most people completely skip. According to the National Gardening Association, an average garden plot provides an estimated 300 pounds of fresh produce worth $600 based on an average gardener's investment of just $70. The penny hoarder. Now imagine that same garden, but with perennial crops that return every single year with zero replanting cost. A well-maintained 4 by 8 foot garden in a single summer can produce about $600 in food savings. How stuff works, multiply that over 10, 20, 30 years of perennial harvests. Year 1 costs you something. Year 2 onwards, that is essentially free food every single year. The flavor of something you grew yourself? You simply cannot find that in any store. That is an ROI no bank will ever match. Warm close-up. Sit near your favorite pot. Those were your 30 perennial crops. Plant once. Harvest for years. Your future garden starts today. Not next season. Not when conditions are perfect. Today. If you're a beginner, start with herbs. Chives, mint, oregano. Grow with your space and budget. Ready to go all in? The fig tree and asparagus will change how you think about gardening forever. Trust me. One thing I want you to do right now, just plant one thing. Just one. That single plant is the first step of a garden that will feed you for decades. If this video helped you, hit thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Which crop are you planting first? I read every single one. See you in the next one. Until then, happy growing. Asparagus bed lasts up to 30 years. Asparagus segment. Always grow mint in a container. Mint segment. Fig trees produce more fruit in pots. Fig tree segment. Blueberries can live 50+ years. Blueberry segment. $70. Invested $600 in food savings. Money segment. Subscribe animation at Walking Onion. Reveal.